then as we do cleanup of spring cleanup, we should be always revisiting this thought of how to get rid of this limiting belief and overcome them and revisit the formulas that we have learned before. So I'm going to give some presentation for next 10 minutes, and I want to make this interactive. We are going to identify all the limiting beliefs that you have, and then, then we will apply the formulas and we'll have group discussion and you can share each other. And then we'll go in a breakout room to see, what you learn from each other. And this is also an opportunity to network with other people in this room. All right, so getting to start for what are the limiting beliefs and what they mean and how to deal with them. All right. First of all, I like to start with the limiting belief from the body point of view, right? Today, Kaustubh sent that orange theory thing. He posted, right? You must have seen that he burned like 930 calories in 1 hour. So this orange theory, I go to the orange theory also. So it has shattered so many of my limiting beliefs in my life that I could never thought that you could burn so many calories in this 1 hour if you do the systematic effort on it. Because I used to go to gym and you run a treadmill, and then half an hour you run maybe 200 to 250 calorie. So this 900 and 1000 calories was a daydream kind of thing, but it happens. They just shattered my so many limiting beliefs. What body can achieve, what is possible for your body. So that is one fascinating part of it. So let's talk about the limiting beliefs. So I'll give you one metaphor. All of us are, all of us have, many of us, like most of us have backyards, and that's where, and many of us do the gardening, right? We put the roses, we put some good flowers, or we plant some seeds so that you will have those tomatoes, or you will have cucumbers, or all sort of vegetables, right? So we'll plant those. And then we see those growing, we'll water that, we will prepare the land first, and then maybe you will buy it from Walmart or all those ropes, the small, tiny in the pots, and plant them. And every day you will go and see they're starting coming up, and you get happy. Oh wow, they're coming up, very nice. And then you water every day. But what happens after 4 or 5 days? If you must have noticed, along with those your plants, lots of weeds starts coming up. All the weeds, right? The plants that you don't want. And then after a week or so, after 10 days, what do you see? Who is growing stronger? Not your plant, the weeds. And that's what happens with our beliefs also. Now, what happens if you don't do anything about this situation? If you keep those weeds the way they are, what's going to happen? No matter what fertilizer you put in, no matter how much water you're going to put in, your plants are not going to grow, because all that nutrition that you're putting that are getting sucked up by these powerful weeds that they are in a garden. Same thing happens with our beliefs. We plant this empowering belief, right? So I need to get ahead in a career, I have bigger ambition, and I work hard and all those things. But at the same time, we have those limiting beliefs. Those are like weeds, and they empower it. And then you might end up reading motivational books, you might listen to warmly, you might talk to me and all those things, which you are putting the fertilizers and you're putting the water and everything. But if you have those limiting beliefs, they grow faster than your empowering beliefs. So that is the most important reason why we must work on doing this cleanup. And this cleanup has to be on a regular basis. Just look at your house around. Probably now we got in America, they always have, right? They have a concept of spring cleanup. Once a year, they will just do the mega cleaning, and that I adopted from last several years. In spring, I do a mega cleaning of the house, and I noticed that so much junk gets accumulated over the house over the year. So unless you do that conscious effort, a specific methodological or a one-time effort of cleaning up house, that junk will never go away and it will pile up. So that's the thing that, you might have done this exercise, you might be doing it, but today let's take a mega event of cleaning up all those limiting beliefs, like a spring cleanup. Because if you don't, then just think about it in your house also. If you don't do this spring cleanup, what happens? house is cluttered, the energy is low, people come, your impression for other people is bad. So all sort of things are there. Same thing will happen with you if you have these baggages of limiting beliefs. So other metaphor I can give you here about glasses. You might be wearing glasses, right? Sunglasses. Now imagine if we have this red sunglasses have a tint of red, or they are the red lenses. So when you go out, you will see everything as a red. Even if any white color, any yellow color turns into red, so everything looks red. But if you just change your lenses, change the goggles to green, you'll start seeing everything green. And that's what happens in this program, right? Before this program, probably you might be having that limiting beliefs, or this is not possible, that is not possible. That's all the red thing that you're seeing. But when you come in this program, you start seeing different way, your own perspective, and you see other people succeeding, other people are taking action, other people are going to, their skip level, and they are establishing strong relation. They are going to different department. They are networking. They are working on their resume. So when you start seeing in that green light, green glasses, then you start seeing everything in a green mode. And the third thing I'll bring attention to one fact, that we humans are meaning making machine. So what is belief? Belief is nothing but our made up thing. There is something, some situation is there, and we can make a meaning out of it, and that becomes the belief. Now, for example, right, in pandemic days, there were two totally different opposite beliefs. Which one was true, we don't know, right? But both the side were adamant, and the belief was about the mask. 50% of the people said mask is the best thing, it's a lifesaver, and 50% of the people said mask is the stupidest thing, it's useless, it's an attack on our freedom. So now which one is correct and which one is wrong? Obviously people who were pro-mask, they will say, obviously my belief is correct, and opposite people will say my belief is correct. But both are just a belief. There is no, the situation was a pandemic, but the meaning that each individual gave to that situation was different. And since the meaning that it gave was different, the actions of those people are different. People in this group were masking, were wearing the mask. People in other group were not wearing the mask. So we had to remember this one thing, that all these beliefs are just a made up thing. You can believe any damn thing in a life. Even people believe that killing themselves in a name of religion. It has happened for ages, right? Killing, and the God will give us something good. And what kind of absurd belief is that, if you rationalize, if you see from the rational point of view? But that belief has been prevalent in all across the ages, all the religions and everything. So the point is that we can make ourselves believe anything. Just like computer, you can program a computer. We are all computer professional. We can program a computer to paint any picture. We can program a computer to do anything. Same exactly with our mind, with our belief. We can program our mind to believe anything and everything that we want. So why not, why not use this? If we have the skill of coding, you can do that, right? If you don't know the coding, you cannot do that. So we're gonna see some technique of how to code, how to program our mind, so that we can create the belief, or create those empowering beliefs that will serve our purpose. So and as I said, we're going to do this in an interactive way. So what we will be doing next is I'm going to ring this bell, and we're going to in this chat room, we open the chat on this screen itself. Where did the chat go? And think about the limiting beliefs that are coming to your mind. Where did it? Okay. And don't type it. Where I'm gonna ring the bell, and it will go for 3 minutes. And just keep thinking about it. Keep typing what your limiting beliefs are. And before that, I'll just do 1 or 2 minutes of guided meditation to give you some ideas what kind of limiting belief people have said before, and see what comes to your mind. And type those limiting beliefs. Let's take 3-minute time to identify. Think of it like spring cleanup, right? If you have to do spring cleanup in the house, you're gonna go around the house and see what needs to be cleaned.